Welcome back, dear students, on my channel. I am Professor Shraddha Kirke, the Computer Science Department of KK Arts, Commerce Science and Computer Science College, Kakasaheb Nagar, Rangpur. Today we are going to study the programming languages from the C programming. So what are the basic of programming languages and which are the different programming languages that we are going to study in this video. So the today's topic is computer programming languages. Let's start with the introduction. So what is the computer programming languages? The programming languages is an artificial language that can be used to control the behavior of the machine, particularly a computer. So the programming languages like human languages are defined through the use of syntactic and semantic rules to determine the structure and meanings respectively. Also, the programming languages are used to facilitate the communication about the task of organizing and manipulating the information and to express the algorithms precisely. So, for the 50 years, the computer programmers have been writing the code and the new technologies continues to emerge, develop and mature at a rapid pace. Now there are more than 2,500 documented programming languages. Now, what are the non-computational languages? So, what is a non-computational languages such as the markup languages like HTML or the formal grammars like BNF, CNF are usually not considered as the programming languages. Often, a programming language is embedded in non-computational language. So the basically programming languages are divided into three different categories that are known as a machine level language or the low level language. In that the assembly language, machine language are considered, and the another category is of high level languages. High level languages are the languages that are used for the development of the different types of softwares. So the machine language is what? It is the lowest level of the programming language. Machine language are usually the only language that can be understood by the computers. As you can see in this scenario or this hierarchy, the on the top of the this diagram, there are some high level languages like Fortran, C, Pascal. These are some high level languages. Then comes the assembly language, and then finally the machine language. So it is the lowest level programming language that can be directly understood by the computer hardware. So what is basically a machine language? While easily understood by the computer, and the machine languages are almost impossible for the humans to use because they consist entirely of the numbers. This language is also known as a binary language because it contains all zeros and ones or the sequence of zeros and ones. So that cannot be understood by the humans. So for example, an x86 AI32 processor can execute the following binary instruction as expressed in the machine language. So this is your machine language instruction in the binary, and it is converted into hexadecimal form in this way. So the machine language cannot be understood by the humans or by us. So it is a machine language or a binary language that can directly understood by the computer hardwares or the computer machines. The next category of the programming languages is assembly level language. It is also the low level language, and the assembly language is a low level language for the programming of the computers, but it is slightly better than the machine level language. The word low does not implies that the language is inferior to the high level languages, but rather refers to the small or non-existent amount of absorption between the languages and the machine language. So because of this, the low level languages are sometimes described as being the close to the hardware. that can be directly understood by the hardware, and we need some hardware understanding, or we need some hardware knowledge to write the assembly codes or to write the assembly language programs. It implements the symbolic representation of your mnemonics, or sorry, numeric machine codes and the other constants needed to the program a particular CPU architecture. In assembly language, a utility program or the system program called as an assembler, which is used to translate your assembly language statements into your target computer's machine code, because the assembly programs cannot be directly understood by your computer hardware. So it needs to be translated into some hardware code or into a binary code. So the translator that is used is a assembler. The assembler performs more or less isomorphic translations, that is one-to-one mapping from the mnemonic statements into the machine instructions and the data. So what is the mnemonic instructions or the mnemonic statements? The codes that are used in the assembly language that are known as a mnemonic instruction, that are English-like words used for the operations or used for the instructions. For example, the assembly language representation is easier to remember because of the mnemonics. For example, here is one instruction: move AL061H. So this instruction means what? It will move the hexadecimal value 61, that is 97 in the decimal, into the processor register named AL. So AL is your register and the value 61 will be moved to the AL register. The mnemonic move is an operation code or a opcode, and the comma separates the list of arguments or the parameters followed by the opcode value. So the instruction consists of three different parts. First part is a mnemonic opcode, then the first operand and the second operand. The first operand, most of it is a register operand, and the next one is your memory operand. Now we will see some examples of high level language. BASIC is designed to be easily learned by first time programmer. This is a programming language called as a basic language, and which is easily learned by the programmers. Then comes a COBOL language. It is used to write the program solving the business problems, because it is a commerce oriented language or the business problem solving method. The Fortran is used for the problem solving scientific and mathematical problems. With the increasing popularity of the Windows based system, the next generation of the programming languages was designed to facilitate the development of GUI interfaces. For example, Visual Basics, that will wrap the basic language in a graphical programming environment. It gives the GUI representation or the GUI development in the VB. Then the support for object-oriented programming has also become more common. For example, CPP and the Java languages that are based on the object-oriented concepts. Now we will see one example of addition of two numbers in your basic C program. So C program is also called as a middle level language program, because it contains both the features of high level language and the low level language. So here there is a one simple basic program of addition of two numbers. First we have to include the header files that will include the different definitions for the functions that we are going to use in the program. Then comes a void main. Main is your standard function that includes all your programming statements. Then whatever the variables that we are going to use, we have to declare that variables. Then printf statement will print your data on your standard output. So enter two numbers. This will be printed on your standard output. Then for scanning these two numbers or reading the values of these two numbers, we have to use the scanf statement. Scanf %d is used for the uh, decimal numbers. A and B are the two numbers that we have read, and we have added it into a C. C is equal to A plus B. Then it will compute your sum and it will be printed on your standard output by using the printf statement. Sum of two numbers is equal to percentage, that will be into C. So it will print your sum. So this is how the program is written in high level languages. Now we can easily understood this program, we have easily understand this, we can modify it, we can debug it. So this is the features of the high level languages, because it is easily understandable by the humans or the developers. Thank you so much dear students for watching my video. Please keep following the next interesting videos for my channel.